This week on Starting Line.
This is really an opportunity for us to modernize that language and catch up with the people here in Minnesota and better reflect who we are as a state.
Representative Kristin Bahner is proposing to amend the state constitution to bring some language found in the document in line with modern vernacular. Find out more on this week's Starting Line. Minnesota's Constitution was adopted in 1857. It's been revised and amended since then, but Representative Kristin Bahner thinks it's time to update the document once again. She sponsors House File 2766 that proposes to amend the state's constitution to include gender-neutral terms. While some may think this is a small change, Representative Bahner thinks it's an important one.
Well, I like to call this our modernization of the state constitution. About 20 years ago, we did a great job of walking through all of our statutes and cleaning up old language and things like that really just didn't suit us anymore. But the one place that we never cleaned up was the state constitution. And what I mean by that is really simple pieces of modernization. Like, for example, changing over gender terminology into an actual role. So, for example, we have an extensive section in our Constitution about the governor's office. And it talks a great deal about the governor and his duties and how that operates, right? Well, Lord willing, one of these days we might have a female governor. And we're really hopeful that now we can clean and crisp up that language. So instead of saying the governor, he will sign the bill, it will simply say the governor will sign the bill. We also have a really extensive section on our judges in our state constitution. And as you know, our Supreme Court justice here in Minnesota happens to be a woman and has been for quite some time. So quite frankly, our state constitution is a little bit out of date and has been for some time. So this is really an opportunity for us to modernize that language and catch up with the people here in Minnesota and better reflect who we are as a state.
So where did the idea for this proposal come from?
Well, you know, it's actually not a new idea, I will be honest with you. It's been floating for a little while, but I really took up this challenge. One of the things that I've been very passionate about is really making sure that we have that level playing field, that we're being really inclusive of all of the folks here in Minnesota and in bringing them all into the process. You know, democracy is one of our greatest assets here, and the Constitution is the piece of legislation that really speaks most strongly to who we are and what we're all about. And I feel very strongly that that Constitution should really reflect all Minnesotans.
How would you respond to those that would say this is just another way of being politically correct?
I would say it is long overdue that we simply modernize that language and make it fit who we are.
You know, it has a fair amount of bipartisan support. Did you talk to some of the people on, some of your peers on the other side of the aisle about this?
I did. I'm glad you noticed. I have actually done a great deal of work to reach out to folks across the aisle and really gather support on both sides of the House chamber, as well as really starting to reach out into the Senate as well to say, you know, this is time to get this done. I think it's what Minnesotans expect, and to be frank, a lot of them really think it already exists in that format, but it doesn't. So it's time to get it crisped up and ready for the future and bring us into the 21st century.
And you serve on the Government Operations Committee, correct?
I do.
Have you talked with Representative Freiberg about this?
Yes, so Representative Freiberg has been very encouraging on this, and I think that we have some real progress to be made, and I think we're excited for the future.
Representative Bahner's bill has been referred to the House Government Operations Committee. For more information on Representative Bahner's bill, or for more information on any bill that's introduced in the legislature, you can visit the House website, www.house.mn. With the third and final committee deadline in the rearview mirror, we are entering the home stretch of the 2019 legislative session that must end by May 20th. Follow along with everything that's happening here at the Capitol with our nonpartisan session daily work on the House website, www.house.mn/sessiondaily. Thanks for watching The Starting Line.